Have you ever pondered about the journey a network packet takes from your device to a server? Imagine if that packet could talk, the stories it could tell. Today we are going to dive into the world of networking and follow the exciting journey of a single network packet. Chapter 1: The Application Layer. This is where our story begins. Picture the network packet as a letter. The application layer is the person who writes the letter. It prepares the data for transmission, determining the format and destination. Protocols like HTTP, FTP, and SMTP live here. They're like the pens and paper used to write the letter. Chapter 2: The Transport Layer. This is akin to putting the letter in an envelope and addressing it. The transport layer takes the data from the application layer and breaks it down into smaller packets. It's responsible for end-to-end communication and error checking. TCP and UDP are the main characters here. Moving on to Chapter 3: The Network Layer. Think of this as the postal service. It decides the best route for the packet to take, taking into account traffic, road conditions, and distance. This layer handles IP addressing and routing, making sure the packet gets to the right neighborhood. We arrive at Chapter 4: The Data Link Layer. This is the mail carrier taking the packet from the post office or the network layer to your house or the server. It handles physical addressing like MAC addresses and error detection. Finally, Chapter 5: The Physical Layer. This is the final leg of the journey where the packet is delivered to the server. It's responsible for the actual transmission of data over the network. It's like the mail carrier knocking on your door and handing over the letter. So, to sum up the journey, our network packet starts its life in the application layer, gets broken down and addressed in the transport layer, finds the best route in the network layer, is physically delivered in the data link layer, and finally arrives at the server in the physical layer. In this journey, we've seen how a simple network packet travels from a device to a server, experiencing different chapters in the TCP/IP model. Each layer has a unique role to play, ensuring the packet reaches its destination. It's a fascinating process, isn't it? Just imagine every time you send an email or browse a web page, thousands of these little packets are making similar journeys. That's it for today's video. Hope this gives you a new perspective on the networks that power our digital world. Remember, behind every data transmission, there's a network packet with a story to tell.